I have a couple questions I want to ask you. Who are you going to sell your silver to? What price are you going to sell it at? And when do you plan on selling it? Now, if you weren't able to answer those questions or you just never thought about them, then hopefully you will be able to answer these questions and have a better idea by the end of the video. That's also why you really do need to be subscribed. Not for my sake, for your own. I post daily videos talking about this stuff. This is important stuff to think about. You can't be blindly invested. Imagine the person that's never thought about how they're going to sell. They're just sitting on the couch, never watching this type of video, and really are just going to go into it blindfolded. You got to be subscribed. You got to be prepared. It's called a silver stacking strategy for a reason, because we're strategizing. So anyways, we're going to talk about selling today. The most underlooked, most important, critical thing you can think about when it comes to silver stacking. It is the most important. There's no wrong way to buy, but there's a lot of wrong ways to sell. Before I even buy that coin, wherever on Bullion Max or wherever I'm going to buy that coin from, I think about how I'll be able to sell that coin. That has saved me from a lot of bad purchases, and I'm sure that statement right there, it could be a game changer for a lot of different people. So, how to sell gold and silver, a 4-step guide. And this is why I like finding articles like this, because if you're someone who's not really on YouTube too much and you just come across this as your guide to selling, it could be a little dangerous because there's a lot of context that they leave out, and just a lot of times YouTubers watching a video, you can get more substance out of it than just reading it. Wondering how to sell your gold or silver? Help you liquidate your reserves in the future? Perhaps you recently received gold from an inheritance. Now we're just going to talk about silver stackers that have been selling or that have been buying silver and they're going to liquidate one day. This is important. It's the meat and potatoes. This is the table of contents. Find the right buyer. Know the type of gold or silver to sell. Then they're going to go over some American Eagles, Buffaloes, world coins, bars, grams, jewelry. Then they're going to talk about considering the payment method, finding a suitable selling option, coin shops, coin shows, online dealers, online auctions, pawn shops, and final thoughts. There is a lot more to it than goes into that, but we'll try to cover the basics and then go into that, because there's also a lot of online scams. There's a lot of online dealers that you don't want to buy from. And also, I have to mention this. There's no Walmart for silver stacking. APMEX might have the best prices for pandas, but JM Bullion might have the best prices for eagles. And then let's say SD Bullion has the best prices for kookaburras. You see how, depending upon the type of silver you're going to buy during that little shopping spree, you got to search around. You don't want to just go to one place all the time. And selling, it's even more important. You don't want to sell to online dealers. You don't want to sell to local coin shops. You got to cut out the middleman, right? If you're going to sell your silver and you got to sell it to a local coin shop, they have to buy it at a good enough price, cheap enough price where they can resell it and still keep the lights on. If you sell it straight to the customer, you can get a better price. Plus, local coin shops, you have that one guy's opinion that's willing to give you a price versus literally the entire world. The odds of someone else across the entire world compared to that one guy's price he's willing to pay, the odds are highly likely. I mean, you're talking about odds of 1 in like billions of a chance you're going to find someone else. So you got to think about it like that. Plus, local coin shops, they look at silver as silver, where online, it's a whole different story. For example, you can sell an American Eagle for $45 on eBay. You could sell an American Eagle for $50 on Amazon. Literally, go to Amazon.com right now. Go to American Eagles, and they're selling for $50. I'm not exaggerating. It's not 47, $49.99. American Eagles. Where at your local coin shop, he's going to offer you around $27. He'll offer you $3, $4 over spot. You don't want to do that, folks. But anyways, find the right buyer. So that's the best thing, especially if you have high premium coins. Like I said, local coin shops, he's going to look at that coin and say, silver is silver. I don't care how pretty that coin is. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care. I'm buying the 1 ounce of silver inside of that coin, not how cool it looks. That's a big difference because coins like a buffalo, yeah, silver is silver. Maybe a 1 ounce bar, 5 ounce bar that's just normal bar, yeah, silver is silver. But some of these coins have collectability. That's why they're called semi numismatic coins. Semi numismatic meaning there is a little bit of numismatic value, collectability factor. Bullion is just metal, just the 1 ounce of silver. Numismatic is the exact opposite, just collectability. Semi-numismatic is it's sold a little bit for the 1 ounce, but also a little bit for the collectability. These are your coins like pandas, kookaburras, koalas, the Queen's Bee series, Lunar series. So many types of coins out there, also called high premium silver. So there's semi-numismatic, aka high premium silver. You don't want to sell that to anyone to your local coin shop. You got to find a specific buyer that's willing to pay that high of a price. Now, know the type of gold and silver to sell. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was just talking about. I also mentioned this sometimes. It's sometimes it could be good to have like an emergency silver stash of if a medical bill does arise or your car breaks down, just silver you would sell first, just so you don't end up making an impulsive, irrational decision. Panic selling is a real thing. This is also very important to think about. Before you even start buying silver, I recommend you have money saved up in the bank. Or else, when that medical bill does arrive, or your car does break down, or maybe you get fired from your job and you can't pay rent for a couple months, you're going to sell your silver at a loss because the coins haven't had enough time to appreciate, and then you're going to rebuy that silver, usually at a higher price. Plus, it's good to learn how to manage money, understand the value of a dollar before you get into stacking. Some people, though, stacking is a great way for them to be able to save money because they couldn't with their bank account, which I'm sure a lot of you can agree with. So, anyways, they go into American Eagles. I already talked about that. Now they're considered high premium. Buffaloes, I already talked about. It's generic. You can sell those to local coin shops. You can sell buffaloes local coin shops. You get your money right away. You can usually barter, but on eBay, which is the best place to sell your silver, unless you want to rip people off on Amazon. And that's the weird fact. Like this is like this gray area where, yes, you could get the biggest bang for your buck selling on eBay. Knowingly, you're going to be ripping people off. And you could also say, well, Silver Slayer, they're just going to go and buy that $50 eagle from someone else on there anyway, so why not it be me? I guess like for you it might be fine because you're just a silver stacker, but like me, I'm a silver influencer. That's my job is to help people, get the best prices possible and help educate people. It would be very it just wouldn't feel right for me to just be like ripping people's heads off as I'm Silver Slayer. For you might be a little different, right? Do what you got to do. But for me, it wouldn't feel right for me to just go in and purposely be overpaying these people. I just couldn't do it. I would rather go on there and comment to those people, say, "Hey, go somewhere else and sell this or and buy this coin for a lot cheaper." That's what I'm trying to do. Not that would be just so hypocritical for me. So then going to bars, gold and silver bars match purity. Some bars actually do have a little bit of a collectability factor, like some older Geigers or whatever the case is. Usually though, they're just sold for the metal inside of it. Um, gram pieces can be cool because it's I guess a way to buy fractional silver. But when you're gonna go fractional, it's better off to go to the junk silver route or constitutional silver, since there are some other benefits beyond just the fractional, matter of constitutional silver. They don't make it anymore. It's a piece of American history. Sometimes there's key dates. It could be good, and over time they'll grow in numismatic value because they're not made anymore and less are in circulation. Now, this is probably the biggest thing that I want to talk about real quick that they didn't mention in here. When you're going to be selling, you have to remember you're your own business. You're turning yourself into your own business, right? So think of your own business name, right? So like for me, it could be called like whatever. I couldn't even think of one right now, but like I don't know. Just think of a name, right? On eBay, maybe like something like Jim's Coins or whatever your name is. Silver Slayers, whatever. anything. Make that your eBay page or even like a website or whatever. Brand it. But you don't want to sell it all at once on there. You want to slowly, and first, you don't want to sell all your stack at once anyways, but also imagine how hard it would be to sell your entire stack at once. Think about it. There's 3 to 4 pictures per eBay listing, the more the better. So if you have 1,000 ounces, that's 3 to 4,000 pictures you got to take on your phone, send it to your email, drag to eBay. That's 4,000 times you got to do that. Plus, that's a whole bunch of descriptions you have to type out, put the purity, the weight, all that as well, the condition. And then you have to pay the PayPal fees, eBay fees, and all that. It could be a full-time job within itself doing that. So you want to slowly list over time. Plus, it's better because you don't have to sell all at once and do all that work all at once. But you don't need to sell you don't have to sell 50 plus ounces every month right now. If you're not planning on selling in 10, 15 years, then even if you sell 1 ounce a month or 1 ounce every couple of months, by the time you are ready to fully liquidate, you'll have seller ratings, you'll have reputation built. Do you think you're going to list your entire stack on eBay in one day and people are going to think you're credible? No. Would you buy from someone who has 0 seller ratings that made their account yesterday? I hope not. So if you start right now, make Jim's coins or whatever on eBay right now, sell 1 ounce every month or at least in 5-10 years, you will look like a legit silver business and you will be able to easily sell your stuff. You'll be building yourself up the charts and it'll be easier for people to find you. You'll look very credible. It'll be a lot easier. That is probably the most important piece of information I can give anyone about selling. And that's probably the most important tip on selling silver that there is to exist in the entire world. I'm not even kidding. That tip right there will be the game changer, that will put you 10 steps ahead of everyone else, all the competition, because by the time you're ready, your business will already be built. Where most people, they'll have to build their business when the time comes. Very smart idea. Think about it, folks. Imagine if someone never watched this video, they're sitting on their couch, doesn't watch my videos, not subscribed, and they never thought about that. Compared to the person who does watch my videos, that is take it, who do you think is going to be more successful? That's why I say subscribe, not for my sake, for your own, right? I'm really trying to help you guys, and this information is very valuable. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was 1, educational, 2, informational, 3, at least entertaining, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. There's a new feature on YouTube now called a super thanks, where you can actually tip on the video, which is pretty cool, and it will be highlighted, it'll be colorful. So it's just a way to support. If you think a video is very good or educational, you can tip $5, whatever, and say, wow, thanks for this video. It was valuable. Or if you just want to support your favorite YouTubers. I think that's a really cool feature. They should have done a long time ago. Instead of like doing a PayPal donation tab or whatever, you can just tip your favorite YouTubers right here. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.